Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Indianapolis Raceway Park for the One to Go Promotions 100. Tonight, the SuperStar ARCA Series hits the track for the third time for the regular season. What do you think so far this season, Christian?
You know, we've seen a lot of fast racing, but we've also seen a lot of destruction. You know, we have our typical offenders, the Hutchinson Motorsports battle for last, always fighting Tom Fryer, Dale Johnson. I think I heard news Tom Fryer wasn't gonna be able to make it tonight. Is that the case, Blake?
Yeah, unfortunately, Tom Fryer's not out there. You know, Tom is always competing for that well-coveted Hutchinson Motorsports battle for last, and unfortunately, we're not going to see him out there. But, folks, we've seen some fast cars this season, and we've seen some junk ones. So who do you think the biggest clown this season so far is, Christian?
Well, you know, I'm not gonna kick a man while he's down, but who am I kidding? Yes, I am. It's Tom Fryer, folks.
I definitely agree. Tom is definitely always in contention for that Hutchinson Motorsports TV battle for last. And, you know, unfortunately, he's not going to be out there tonight to take it home, but he probably would have if that was the case. But, folks, we appreciate you, as always, joining us here tonight. And before we get started, Christian, I think you got something to let these fans know.
You know what, Blake? I do have something to say to the fans. Are you ready to take your sim racing to the next level? Rogue Energy is the ultimate gaming energy drink loaded with vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. Get laser focused, increase motivation, and longer endurance to excel on the track. Whether you're battling for the lead or the Hutchinson Motorsports battle for last, Rogue Energy gives you the edge you need. Use code RER at checkout for 10% off your purchase. Don't just play, dominate with Rogue Energy. Blake, you know what? Let's go ahead and take us a good old sip.
Folks, I tell you what, Rogue Energy, best in the business. Be sure, order yours on the screen. Use that code. This stuff is great. I tell you what, I've been wired all day long.
I had my first one today. Got it in the mail. Immediately opened the Tiger Blood. Probably the best flavor yet so far. I've tried them all.
Yeah, most definitely. But looks like we're out here for our warm-up session. We got a minute left here, Christian. Before we get started, who's your pick to win this here tonight?
You know what? I'm gonna put all my money on it. We saw him get jumped the last time he was out there. He wasn't there last week. They didn't get their passports clearance, but Bryce Barfield is going to take it home tonight.
Yeah, Bryce Barfield, he's always, you know, up front. And one not to count out, you know, Nathan Barrows, he looked like junk in practice. Not going to lie, I was watching him out there in practice, and I shot him a message. I said, Nathan, what's going on? You look slow. You need to get on the gas. Looks like he's starting to figure it out. So I'm going with the 90 to get the job done tonight. He was slow earlier, but he's going to figure it out, the 90. Nathan Barrows, going to win it.
Bet against him. He's one that's always fast. He has that high racing experience.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm trying to work on some sound levels. Christian decided he wanted to be quiet here for once tonight, so sorry if you had some issues hearing him, but we should be all right. We'll get it figured out. But our warm-up is ending here. We're about to get started. We're going to jump right in, as always, folks. Appreciate you tuning in. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service, the SuperStar ARCA East, One to Go Promotions 100, coming up next here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Oops. All right, folks, let's get them lined up here. We got 100 laps here tonight at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Give me a moment. We're going to get things rolling here. Pull up your starting grid. Let's get some good music in the background because everybody likes this Hutchinson Motorsports TV music because it is the best in the business. Let's see what we got here. There's some new ones I've been working on all week long. Get that playing in the background. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your starting lineup here tonight for the One to Go Promotions 100 here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. On the front row, on the inside from the pole position in the 81, Tyler Grano. 2 is outside the 41, Cameron Roll.
And starting out row 2, you got Noah Tills in the 20 car. And 2 is outside, Peyton Barfield coming back in the 94.
Row number 3 on the inside, the number 90 machine. My pick to win it, Nathan Barrows. 2 is outside the 07, Alan Wild.
Coming in behind him in the 08 car is Dylan Johnson, to his outside Tyler Hisling in the 82.
Row number 5 on the inside, the number 45, Bryce Barfield. 2 is outside. He's a field filler, folks. It's the 3. It's Thomas Spencer.
Row 6, we're starting Shane Williams in that 9 car, followed by Morgan Andell in the 11.
And row number 7 on the inside, the number 92 machine, Jake Belmain. 2 is outside the 70. Last week, he had a rough week. It's Stephen McCombs.
Stephen McCombs was definitely a hard hit last week, but Rusty Rafferty is going to be in the next row in the 00 car, followed by Caleb Yates in the 2.
And then in row number 9 on the inside of the 18, he's got a whatnot addiction. It's Travis Sheed. 2 is outside the 97, Carl Cantonis.
Following that, Adam Beasley in the 29 and Mike Petrain in the 32.
And folks, I tell you what, we didn't say your favorite driver. There's a reason. It's because they're slow. They're starting in the back. We're not even going to call them out. So you're going to have to take a look, figure it out for yourself where they're starting, because they're not going to be relevant here tonight, most likely. But the field is set. Christian, looks like we've got over 30 cars here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. How many cautions do you think we're getting tonight?
We're definitely going to set a new league record. There's no way we're not going to have chaos. We're going to have destruction. We're going to have some fights. There's going to be another fight in the pits tonight. We know it.
Yeah, most definitely here. It looks like we're set. Now, Christian, your pick to win it was Peyton Barfield. How confident are you in that?
Well, you know, he qualified 4th. We're going to see the amount with Peyton. Bryce is, I got my scoring all messed up. Yep, Peyton is 4th. Bryce is starting 9th. I'm going to stick with him. He's going to probably work his way through the field. As long as he stays clean, I'm gonna stick with my big guns there.
Yeah, you know, good call. And folks in the chat, we've had some audio things we've been working out all week long. We should be all right, but let us know how things are. But it looks like the pace car is in. Field is set. We're about to drop the hammer and go green. Here's your front row. Last week's winner, Tyler Gurneau on the inside, Cameron Roll on the outside. We are set, ready to roll. 1 to go, promotions 100, Indianapolis Raceway Park, green flag in the air. What are you seeing through the field, Christian, as they come out of turn 2?
You know, I'm surprised we made it this far. Side-by-side action. I got my camera focused again in the field. Dude, 2 goes around. The 97 trying to spin him out. Caution's out. We're still rolling. No, we're not. 2 goes around. 37 hard into him. And they're stacking up behind him.
Yeah, we missed it here. My timing is scoring. There's so many cars. It is jumping all over the place. So let's try to find the replay here, folks. Give me a moment. Let's go to the Friar Medical Center replay, see what happened here. Looked like Jacob Brooks was involved. Let's try to get a little better view than that. Let's hop up to the Hutchinson Motorsports Chopper Cam, best chopper cam in the business. It is not wanting to go up there. Yeah, timing and scoring, there's just too many cars. It's not going to show it. Let me jump around a little bit here. Yeah, no clue what happened. Christian, who was involved in that wreck here?
Let me get it going myself back here.
Yeah, there's just too many cars. I can only render so many at a time. Looks like the 33 was involved. Let's try to get a replay and see what happened there. Yeah, it's not even showing everybody for me, so.
Give me 1 second, folks. I'm trying to get it pulled up on my screen so I can. All right, here we go. So unfortunately, you can't see the home, but the 97 got to the back of the 2. 2 goes around. He almost has it saved. Then he comes up, 37 gets loose, finishes him off. And then Palin in there. Let me get a closer look here. The more involved. Yep.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. They're going to have no clue what you're talking about, so let's just drop it. But I'm looking through some. Oh, here we go. Max cars. How many cars we got in here tonight, Christian? 34.
I'm showing 34.
Let's try this out here. See if that works better now. So next replay, hopefully we got all the cars. Yeah, we should have them all rendered now. It was only rendering 20, so half the field I wasn't able to see. But all we know is they all junked it. As Tyler Gurneau, your race leader. How about Noah Tills, though? He's been up front every single week. That 20-car Noah Tills is always tough to beat.
Turning into one of those sleeper cells that's going to sneak its way into the championship battle. You know, points are won by consistency.
Yeah, and you know, do you think he's ever going to fix that stamp on the side of his car?
I don't think he even knows how.
Yeah, honestly, Noah Tills, he might be a good racer, but he is no painter. Honestly, he's terrible at it. So it looks like the field is set. Your front row going to be Greneau and Tills. Greneau going to choose that outside line. As we jump out, pace car is in, field is set. Greneau, he's going to set the field on the outside line. We are ready to roll. Indianapolis Raceway Park, we're going to try it again. Green flag in the air. Good and clean so far as we drop back. They're going 3 wide as Shane Williams in the 9 car trying to take over the 9th position. Christian, what are you seeing here through the field?
I'm seeing them trying to get it worked out here. We got a few side-by-side battles going through the pack. Not seeing too much contact right now. I see a few cars getting loose out of the turn. We're going to see that a lot tonight. I saw it all during practice. But moving forward.
For sure. Looks like Sam Luber's off the pace. The Farmington, Missouri native pulling into the pits. His night is over, and that car is jumped. Sam Luber's is finished. Meanwhile, we check out the Hutchinson Motorsports Battle for Last. Everybody's favorite battle on the track. We've got some lap cars out there somehow. So right now, believe it or not, Greg Tilson in the 48 car is winning the Hutchinson Motorsports Battle for Last. There it is, folks. Take a look at the beautiful graphic. Best graphic in the business. Can you believe it? Christian, what do you think of this Hutchinson Motorsports TV Battle for Last?
I've been part of the competition for it before. It's always a noble prize to win. Greg Tilson, really honored.
Yeah, we're still rolling clean and green. He's apparently got some lap cars behind him somehow. Don't know how you're already a lap down, but here we are nonetheless. But we jump out front. Tyler Greneau, still your race leader, and here comes Peyton Barfield in the 94 as caution is out.
Got the 92 car around.
Looks like we got the cars rendered here. Let's get a better look here. So take a look here at this replay. Let's see what happened. 92 car, he's rolling through the corner. Got a 29 underneath him. He just comes down. Oh, no, 29 comes up and he jumps him. Oh, that was intentional. The 29 of Adam Beasley just flat out junks the 92. Christian, what did you see there?
I don't know if they had words before the race or a practice incident, but he just has to. If we watch the replay one more time from the in-car camera, let's just watch his steering wheel there. He's letting the car, he's making the turn, and out of the turn, he's just gonna let the car do what it wants to do. But I think there was the prior motives there. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, definitely intent there is Adam Beasley. You saw the wheel still going left, but folks, whenever you're in that sharp of a corner, you need to turn more than he did, and he knew what he was doing. He pushed himself up the track, and he just jumped the 92 of Jake
Got some
Bellman.
news to report. Sorry for interrupting there, Blake. I got some news to report. It happened last week, I believe it was. This happened again. Nathan Barrow's connection issue. He is now 5 laps down. He is back in the session, but I don't think he's going to have any contention in this one, folks.
I tell you what, Nathan Barrows has the worst internet I've ever seen in my life. And folks, the rules are the rules. So I get to change my pick here, and I'm going to go. You know what? Most people will go with the leader because Tyler Greneau, he's probably expected to win this race now, but I'm not going with him. I'm going to go with the 20 and Noah Tills. He's going to get the job done. Don't count out that 94 of Bryce Barfield, but Hutchinson Motorsports picked to win it, the 20 car of Noah Tills.
Something that's going to be interesting. Last time the 45 and the 94 was together, you might remember the 94 car sent him around. Sibling rivalry could come back to play in this one.
Yeah, the season opener, Bryce Barfield was leading the race. We were over at, which track were we at that week, Christian?
I believe we were at, was it Michigan?
That sounds about right. I think, yeah, it was Michigan. So Bryce Barfield was leading the race. We were early in the race. The 94, his brother, Peyton Barfield, came up right behind him, and he just flat out jumped him and ended the night of Bryce Barfield. And Bryce and Peyton both skipped last week due to that incident.
Yep, They tried to give me some story about it when so they had some passport issues, couldn't make it to Mategi. We know they just couldn't bear a flight with each other is what it was. That's all it was.
Yeah, most definitely. But it looks like the field is set. Your front row, it's going to be Greneau taking the outside line on the inside. Newcomer to the battle for the lead, Peyton Barfield. Boy, I tell you what, Peyton has came a long way. We've known him for over a year now, and he has gained a lot of speed here recently. But we're ready to roll. Pace car is in. Greneau on the outside. Barfield on the inside as they enter the restart zone here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. We are not going green. We have delayed the caution. So you see the caution was definitely delayed because the pace car went in. But we didn't go green. So pace car is coming back out. We're going to rack them up. Try it again. Going through the field. But Christian, I believe we've got an event coming up here. You want to let the fans know about it real quick?
I absolutely would. It is the Friar Medical Center 69. It's going to be a figure 8 race. I can't wait. It is a $5 entry, and you had the chance to win $50 and the first reigning undisputed Universal Championship. If you are interested in joining this event, please check the description below. Find our Discord link. One of our mods is going to get it in the chat, and we're green racing here.
Heading into turn 1, Greneau holding on to the lead. We got a battle for second. Peyton on the inside. Bryce on the outside. Door to door, the Barfields are racing each other again. Last time this happened, they junked each other. Let's hop on board with Peyton Barfield.
Barfield trying to get a run on the leader there. Kind of rushed up the track there. Almost got into it.
Yeah, a long way to go here. 100 laps around Indianapolis Raceway Park. And here comes the 94 looking to door the leader. He's going to dump him. Oh, what a save as Greneau's going to drop back to the third position. I tell you what, Peyton Barfield is not here to make any friends.
You know, if you get out front of that, yellow flag is out on track. I'm not sure. I don't see why.
It looks like Jeff Yates just junked it. Let's get a little better view. You know what? Let's hop up to our eyes in the sky, folks. The Hutchinson Motorsports blimp, the most beautiful thing in the business. And here's the 72 of Jeff Yates. Looks like he's involved. So take a look here at the 72. He's on the outside in the black car with the pink letters as we play it green. The 90 of Barrows underneath him. Yates heading into the corner, and the 8 just sends it in there and junks him. Oh, my. Dwayne Young. I tell you what, Dwayne Young is a fan favorite. He's got all kinds of fans, but I tell you what, your favorite driver fans is dirty. He just went in there and jumped the 72. Let's get another view here. Christian, take us through this as we hop up in the Hutchinson Motorsports chopper, watching the 8 of Dwayne Young junk the 72.
See the 8, he just makes it into the turn here. 72's already off pace. You know, he's gonna rub some salt in the room, saying, "If you're gonna be slow, I'm gonna take you out."
Boy,
there ain't no room for any slow cars on this track.
My God, he got smoked by the, who was that? The 64 Dakota Sidrus. The Menard 64 car just flat out jumped the 8 of Dwayne Young. So caution is out once again here tonight. We're logging the caution laps, but we also got some good and dirty racing so far. So, you know what, while we got a little bit of time, let's pull up this graphic one more time. Christian was talking about the Friar Medical Center 69, folks. Like Christian said, you can join this event by joining our Discord. It is in the description. So you can click the link of the Discord in the description, or just message me on Discord, Hutch25. Send me a message. I'll send you an invite. But take a look. $5 entry. We're going to pay $50 to the winner. We're doing a $10 most popular driver fan vote. And then the field caps at 33. Going to be at the Irwindale Figure 8 a week from tonight, June 18th. 69 laps, no damage. Who's going to bring home the beautiful Hutchinson Motorsports TV trophy there displayed on the screen?
I can't wait for that event. It's going to be fun. I've seen some great drivers sign up for it. You know, if you're planning on, if you have some rivalry, you don't like somebody, go ahead and pay for their spot too. That means you could have free reign on just taking them out.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm trying to catch up on some chat messages. Jesse mentioned I had to re-download iRacing, so do the graphics look different or something? I'm just trying to catch up here on messages. Do you see anything in the chat there, Christian?
I'm checking up on it myself. I haven't really Yep, I think everything's looking fine. You got Tom Breyer in the chat right now. He said his pick to win the battle for last is the 3 of Thomas Spencer. But other than that, Billy the Burb in chat, he says here for the Auto Shot sponsored cars. We have to get some of those on the screen.
You know what,
But,
Christian, though? I will say, I haven't heard many good statements, but that's the smartest statement I've ever heard from Tom Fryer. His pick to win it is the 3, the field filler, Thomas Spencer, out of Long Beach, California. Can he get it done? But it looks like we're set here. I think we're going green. So your front row, it's going to be the Barfields. You think you see some payback coming for Bryce? As he owes Peyton a little payback from week 1. But the pace car is in. Field is set. Peyton Barfield on the outside. Bryce Barfield on the inside. Indianapolis Raceway Park. Green flag in the air.
Barfield off to a little slower of a start as we go into turn 1. Side by side, 3 wide almost. Back there for like 4th and 5th. However, with those leaders single file out, we're heading down the back.
Oh, look out here. They're going hard into the corner as the 32 tries to hang on the 14th spot. Let's zoom out a little bit, see what's going on as they're racing hard in the back of the field. Dwayne Young, he is a fan favorite, trying to get around some of these guys. He's back there with the squirrels now. Is the 8 of Dwayne Young going to find himself back up to the front, or is he going to stay back there?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to have much redemption here tonight. This is a very tight field with so many cars. You know, if you lose your track position, I do not see you making much up unless it's through pit strategy.
Yeah, and I don't know. One thing I have to point out, Christian, I would be lying if I didn't bring it up, but Rusty Rafferty in the 00 is slow, and he is junk here tonight. Look at that piece of junk. He is going half throttle around the raceway, it looks like.
You know, he's got the brightest car on the track, so it's the easiest to see when it's slow.
Most definitely, but Peyton Barfield out front starting to put it on him as his race lead almost up to a second with his brother Bryce right behind him in second. So Barfield and Barfield top 2 so far. Let's jump around in the field. Bryce Barfield in second, and we got Alan Wild in the 7th spot. Dropping back a little bit, David Nemmert cruising, trying to get into the top 10 here. And you see the 90 of Barrows. How many laps down is that 90 car of Nathan Barrows now, Christian?
I am showing him 4 laps down, so it looks like he may have gotten 1 back. But with Dakota Siders, Stephen Pinchorn 1 lap down, Jeff Yates 2 laps down, Nathan Barrows being 4 laps down, I don't foresee him getting his lap back, so
yeah,
he's out of it.
Yeah, he was able to overcome last week as he was the only lap car a couple laps down, so we got the waiver rounds, but here tonight, it's just not going to happen. There's multiple lappers in front of him. So unfortunately, the 90 of Nathan Barrows, who was one of the favorites to win it, his connection issues come to haunt him again. Nathan, you need to figure something out. Get off the Wi-Fi as the 20 gets doored. Christian, what'd you see there between the 20 and the 45?
I just did that. I got together. I'm beginning to wonder if it was a Peyton Barfield thing, or is it just, I mean, is it a Peyton thing, or is it a Barfield thing? They're both kind of the same now.
I don't know. All I know is Peyton Barfield is leaving these guys as he's 2.2 seconds ahead here in the lap 31 out of 100. We're about a third of the way done so far.
You know, Peyton Barfield with that much of a lead, his tires are suffering probably. I don't know if Bryce is just hoping to build up in second place, no one can get around him, or is Peyton just that fast on these tires?
You know, one thing I know, IRP is kind of a one-lane track on the top, so whenever there's a guy slower in front of you, it is tough to pass, so it does appear that Bryce Barfield is kind of holding the field up as the 20 of Till's trying to find a way around that 45 car on the bottom.
If he's trying to, it doesn't look like he's going to anytime soon. He just can't get that run on the bottom. Bryce knows what he's doing. He's probably going to have to give him a little bump.
Yeah, it definitely seems that way. It's real tough to pass here on that bottom line as this has progressive banking. The bottom line is kind of junk here at IRP. Tries
to make again, peeks down to the inside. Is he going to make the pass this time?
So I guess
Side by
leaning up
side,
on him,
not
not
the
going to
entire
get the job done, I don't think. So Bryce going to still hold on for now. He just cannot get that car off the corner when he enters low. So as Hills continues to battle for the second position, trying to take it from Bryce Barfield, let's drop back a little bit, see how some of our other racers are doing. We got Thomas Spencer, the field filler, cruising in the 12th position right now. What are you seeing out of Long Beach, California so far here, Christian?
As we always call him, the field filler. He's down there on the bottom of the track. Oh, sorry, that wasn't him. But he's where he needs to be, but he's got to get some movement going.
Yeah, he's trying to get rolling as he's got the 28 there underneath him of Ryan Nardone. And how about Ryan Nardone last week? That guy, he was fast, but boy, was he a little deadly, wasn't he?
He sure was. Speaking of deadly, let's go ahead and check on Steven McComas. He's running in 13th position.
Take a look, here he is.
He took one hard hit. We thought he was dead, folks. He is, actually. This is the backup driver this week. This team, a one-car team, they had to find somebody to fill this seat. We haven't confirmed who is driving tonight.
Yeah, we're not sure. We do know it is not Stephen McComas. He passed away. He succumbed to his injuries last week. And if you missed it, check out our Hutchinson Motorsports TV shorts, folks. After this race is over, head over to our shorts category. We put all kinds of good shorts out every single week, and one of them was the 70 of Stephen McComas smoking the pit gate and dying.
You know, I just get worked up thinking about it, Blake. Oh, we got somebody around. 18 is around to get big junk.
Oh my, there's still, he just jumped
ARCA brake!
The ARCA brake from hell! Oh my, this was the dirtiest ARCA brake I've ever seen. The caution was already out. They wrecked about a straightaway behind, and this guy never even lifted. Let's hop on board. Let's see here. We're on board with Ryan Scholes. So people are already wrecking him. Hold straightaway ahead. So you see him wrecking right now. They're already wrecking. Keeps rolling. Look at this U-Haul car. Bam! Smokes him. And then he goes down and tries to finish the job. Ryan Scholes tried to clip him again. So, man, the 97, the U-Haul, Carl Cantonis doesn't know which pedal's the brake pedal. I'm not sure he even has one calibrated.
I don't think he does. I mean, I've seen the same thing happen before with that 97 car. If he sees somebody down and out, he is going to kick them while they're down.
I tell you what, he wasn't having too bad of a day. He was running mid-pack, and he sees his car wrecked, and Carl Cantonis, here's a replay, the Fullerton, California. He sees him wrecked. He says, you know what, boys? We are all throttle, and we're cruising. He drives straight towards him. That was intentional. That must have been some payback here. He junked his own car. Carl Cantonis.
He is all gas, no brake. You know what I mean?
And most definitely the 18, Travis Sheed. Boy, a bad night for Travis Sheed. That is tough to hear. The Key Wisconsin native Travis Sheed, he needed a good run tonight because, folks, during the week, I gave him my Whatnot referral link, and he joined Whatnot, and he has bought thousands of dollars in NASCAR diecasts in just a little under a week. So we head up front here. My timing and scoring, Christian, are you showing Adam Beasley, the race leader? I know that's not true.
I am actually showing him as the leader currently.
Yeah, we're having some scoring issues here. It's like Peyton Barfield's actually a race leader, but Beasley, I don't know. They might just move him to the front. He might be so slow. We say, you know what, Beasley, we're just going to put you to the front. You've heard of EOLs, but we might be getting a front-of-line penalty here for the 29 of Beasley.
I am not sure what's going on with scoring right now. He's letting cars by him, so I don't think he's our race leader.
All right,
but I could be mistaken.
Well, I don't know. Not sure what's going on. I'm sure we'll get it lined out here, folks. But Christian was talking about our Fryer Medical Center 69. We kind of keep getting interrupted by green flag action. I'm kind of getting sick of it. So we're going to pull it up one more time. Show our Fryer Medical Center 69 flyer. Look at that beautiful flyer. Best flyer in the business. Hutchinson Motorsports TV presenting the Fryer Medical Center 69, a 69-lap Irwindale figure 8 race. No damage. We're in the new ARCA cars, folks. If you want to join, in the description, there is a link to our Discord channel. More info, it can be found there. Just a $5 entry can win you $50, possibly even $60 Christian, who do you think's going to win the Friar Medical Center 69 a week from tonight?
You know, we got Tom Fryer, the man. He is racing in it himself. You know, he's kind of slow on track, but this is a race you don't have to be fast. He's going to be a weapon out there, and I think Tom Fryer might take it home. But there's a few others in there, a few other storylines that's going to be a part of it. I'm going to stick with Tom Fryer, though.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. We're capping the field at 33 entries, folks. So be sure to get your entries in ASAP so you can get one of those spots. We've already got about 20 signed up. Still a week to go. So we're definitely expecting a full field a week from tonight. As the field is set, I think we're about to drop the hammer and go green once again here at IRP. So your front row, somehow Adam Beasley, your race leader, no clue how the hell that happened as Bryce Barfield was a mile in front of everybody. But we're into the restart zone. Grrr, no. There we go. Finally, the green flag in the air, a delayed start. Thought we were going to throw the caution and extend it again, but we are green here as Peyton Barfield takes back the race lead.
I think we're about to see Adam Beasley fall back. If my graphics here on my screen is correct, he hasn't hit 4 laps.
Yeah, you know, I have no clue how the hell he ended up being the race leader, but here we are. It didn't last long because that 29 car, it's slow and it's junk.
I hope he has some angry horns following him.
We're going to hop on board. Look how slow this 5 car out of Cosby, Tennessee, Joey Neese. This Toyota is slow and junk. Look how far back he is. What is he doing running the bottom in the straightaway?
Hey, Blake, do you have slow-mo on when you're following that car?
No, that was actually live somehow, believe it or not. But he's going to pull into the pits because he's slow and he's junk. And Ryan Scholl's cruising around. He is running 15th right now in that 13 car.
Keeping an eye on himself on Beasley. He hasn't hit yet. He fell all the way back to 8th so far.
Well, I tell you what, Beasley got that front of line penalty. That was a real penalty to him. He was so slow, they said, you know what, Adam, would be funny if we put you in first place. Well, they did it, and it didn't last long. Adam Beasley already falling back to the 10th position. I think what happened is everybody came in and pit, and Beasley decided to stay out there for some reason. So didn't work out for him as Peyton Barfield cruising back out front here. Everybody should be good on fuel the rest of the way as Peyton Barfield's your race leader. Noah Tills in the second. Christian, how about this battle here for the 4th position? The 45, your pick to win it was Bryce Barfield. Looks like Tyler Granoa trying to find a way around him.
You know, I was kind of concerned earlier when Bryce was in second. You know, it looked like he was holding the entire lineup. He's already getting a gap in front of him. I'm beginning to think, you know, I have a history of bad bets, Blake, and I think tonight I'm going to lose my money. Bryce is slow.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, Bryce Barfield, you know, he's always been known as the quote-unquote fast Barfield brother. Not anymore, folks. I'll tell you what, I think his brother Peyton is faster than him in just about every track. Definitely here at Indianapolis Raceway Park.
Definitely a changing up the guard, if you would say. Peyton leading this race. He's already out almost a half of a second lead. He's checking out. He says, y'all keep it clean. I'm going to leave and win this race.
How about Tyler Hessling, though, the 82 car? He is entered in the Friar Medical Center 69 next week. I tell you what, I don't know how he's going to do in that. He might be too fast for the Friar Medical Center 69, and he's going to junk it next week.
One thing about being fast, like I mentioned before, you could be the fastest racer on the track. But if you get into that middle, that figure 8 intersection, it only takes, when they got a car around, every time we talk about the Friar Medical Center 69, they junk it, Blake. Are they just ready for it or something?
41 of Cameron Roll. I believe he started on the front row, didn't he? I think he started in second. But not sure what happened to the Bowling Green, Ohio native. Let's see if we can find a replay here. The Friar Medical Center replay here, brought to you by Hutchins Motorsports TV, the world's #1 streaming service. Let's get a little better view. You got the 41 on the inside, the 4 on the outside. Let's play it from here, see what happens. That's the 29 with the junk tires. I bet he gets into him here. No, he just comes up and jumps him. Oh!
Cameron Rail said, I'm going to teach you a lesson for staying out, oh man, and just drove up the track.
Wow, that was intentional if I ever seen it. Let's hop on board. He just turns right and straight into him. He says, you know what, 29, you got old junk tires. Well, you're about to have a junk side of your car as well. That's Cameron rolling a 41. Just pushes straight up the track and jumps the 29. Then he floored it. Smokes the wall. Major damage.
Yep, Cameron Rell. I don't know what he was thinking there, but he might have just took himself out of that race.
Well, I tell you what, these cars keep wrecking. The field filler, Thomas Spencer, is licking his chops, as you can see in the picture, cruising in the 10th position right now. You think the field filler has top 10 speed tonight, Christian?
You know what? The answer is no, but everyone else has bottom of the pack junk going on, so he might inherit something that he didn't earn.
Most definitely. It looks like the tribute to Stephen McComas, running 9th position. Boy, that was tough last week to hear about Stephen McComas succumbing to his injuries on track here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the world's #1 streaming service.
You know, last week we were at this live and tragic accident. Unfortunately, a driver, a father, and a friend to the entire garage, Stephen McComas. Tonight we band together to celebrate the life and career of McComas. Please join me in a moment of silence and mourning.
All right, that's enough silence. Out front, Peyton Barfield, your race leader in the 94 car. Boy, I tell you what, Christian, do I still have time to change my pick?
You know, this is your second change, but I don't think you can keep changing at free will, especially when your pick right now isn't out of the race.
I don't know, chat. Let me know. Chat, am I allowed to change my pick to win it? Let us know in the chat. If so, I'm going to do it. I'm going to change my pick to win it. Because Peyton Barfield, he might be the GOAT out there. He's got a llama on his car, but he is a GOAT behind the wheel. Peyton Barfield, a McDonough, Georgia native. He is bad fast here at Indianapolis Raceway Park.
You know, Bumping Run Jesse Becker is in the chat, Blake, calling you out. You've left the battle for last graphic up this entire time.
Well, you know what, Jesse? The graphic just looks so good. We just had to leave it up. It looks much better than our other graphic here, our like and sub. Speaking of which, Christian, be sure to let the fans know. Like and subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the world's #1 streaming service. If you haven't liked the video, what are you doing? And if you haven't even subscribed, why are you even here? What are you thinking? Click that subscribe button. It's free. We're making a push for subscribers, and we need your help here tonight. Subscribe, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service.
It takes 2 seconds to subscribe. If you are not subscribed, you just might be jumping.
I agree, and there's also some more info. Read the whole description. Bunch of stuff you can do there in the chat. We got our Facebook, our TikTok, all kinds of stuff linked. And if you want to pitch in, donate a little bit to Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We are a 3-man crew now, as I brought on Christian and Jesse to help out. And boy, things have been ballooning. Big things coming in the future here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV as the field is set, and we are about to drop the hammer and go green. Noah Tills on the inside, Peyton Barfield on the outside, into the restart zone, green flag in the air.
Peyton Barfield out like a rocket again. He's got to get that lead that he's been holding all night going.
Boy, it looks like he's going to do so as there's a battle for second brewing here. His brother, Bryce Barfield, with a good jump, side by side for second as he gets into the wall.
Yep, you know, he has bursts of petrol, but it does stuff like that. You know, I've seen him floor Tills a few times. I don't know if Tills even likes him being there right now. He might just go put him in the wall to get rid of him here soon.
Yeah, you know, again, it is so hard to pass here. Tills is squeezing them, but you have to here at IRP. If you drop to that very bottom, you're not going to pass anybody, and you're going to lose spots. So Tills trying to get something done, trying to squeeze the 45. Looks like he's finally able to make the pass as the 45 of Bryce Barfield tries to look to the bottom, see if he can make the pass back.
Got a hornet's nest back here.
Oh, look out!
Back around me.
The 11 of Annandale able to save it, almost junked it there down the backstretch. Nathan Barrows has jumped to the pits. His night is finished. Boy, what a tough day for that 90 car. Nathan Barrows.
That's upsetting. He had a great chance to win this race, but, you know, I'm guessing he doesn't have very reliable internet. He must have Spectrum or something.
Yeah, there's no telling what he's got. He's probably got dial-up internet, not going to lie. Nathan Barrows, you need to figure it out. Quit running on Wi-Fi. Get you in long Ethernet cable. Plug it straight into your PC and go racing, bud.
That could change your life. You know, we got to mention old Blinking Tony Osborne. He got an Ethernet cable. He no longer.
Boy, it makes a world of difference. Everybody's like, oh, well, my speed test is great on Wi-Fi. It's not about the speed test. It's about the latency. And if you're using Wi-Fi, you're junk and you have no clue what you're doing.
Of course, there's one thing that better internet is not going to fix. If you are just slow on track, it won't help you a bit.
I'll tell you who that is. That's Thomas Spencer cruising in the 10th spot. But boys, that's not that impressive when half the field has jumped it as the 3 of Thomas Spencer tries to hold on to a top 10 position.
I'm showing everybody from 14th down is at least one lap down. You got 14th to 23rd.
Oh, we got big junk. Big junk here. Looks like, is that the 14 involved?
28.
We got some chatter on the radio. Christian, be sure to listen in and see what we're missing on. But while we watch the replay, let's hop up to the Hudson Motorsports Chopper Cam. Ryan Nardone in the 28. I tell you what, this guy just can't catch a break here. So he's cruising down the backstretch. What in the hell?
Oh, we had some intentional actions there. That get him off the track.
What the hell did we just witness? Stephen Fitchthorne needs to be thrown out of the league. That was the worst incident I've ever seen in my life. Let's rewind it and hop on board with the 79. Stephen Fitchthorne. What the hell is this idiot doing? Hang on, let's hop on board.
See him exiting.
So he's waiting. Look at him. He's licking his chops. Hang on.
Road there. There we go. It's rolling. Now he's just waiting. going down. Ready to turn right.
That's ignorant. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Stephen Fitchthorne, you are terrible. You need to get the hell off the track. You're an idiot.
You know, I've seen that a time or two in iRacing. It never ends well. It's never a good look for the league either.
Boy, what a clown. If you know Stephen Fitchthorne, let him know he's an idiot. That guy does not belong on any track. I hope they kick him from the league because this guy has zero talent as he's been running last all night long. Pulls over, waits for the 28 of Nardone, and just flat out junks him. Christian, what are you hearing on the radio?
I'm hearing something about he got dumped, and he's being reminded that no matter what happened before, that you can't be just intentionally wrecking. It's going to be reviewed, but I'm rewinding to see what happened.
Yeah, Christian. Let's go back a little bit here. You know, we got a little time. Let's see what he's whining about. I'm guessing he's being a baby. Let's see. Oh hell, there's no telling. He went in the pits before that. Yeah, we don't have time to sit here all day. So 79 is parked. Thank God. Hopefully he never goes back out on the track in an ARCA East race ever again, as that guy is an idiot. So Peyton Barfield, your race leader here, heading into lap number 68. Christian, I don't think anybody's got anything for that 94 Peyton Barfield. He has dominated this race.
Nope. We've seen Peyton dominate races before. I thought he was burning his stuff up with it, but obviously that's not the case. Multiple pit cycles now. He's got 33 to go. All he wants these guys to do is keep it clean. But you know what, Blake? They're not capable of that.
Yeah, it's not happening. You know, it looks like penalty box game, and I'm guessing that's Stephen Fitchthorne in the chat. He got into me first. That's payback. That's not how you do payback. You at least do payback under green. You don't park it on the track like you have no talent and drive straight up and just jump somebody like that. That is terrible.
You know, there is ways to give payback on the track, but it's just not, it's not the way.
You know, I'm the first guy to, I'm all about payback. Trust me. When somebody dumps you, you be sure to pay them back, but you wait for the right time. There's always going to be a good time to get them under green, and that just wasn't a good scenario because Nardone was running way in the back with some damage anyways. But it looks like the field's set. Christian, looks like we got the 82 of Hessling. He's going to try out that bottom line, see if he can find a way around the 94 of Barfield. I just don't think he's got anything in the tank for him.
No, with Peyton having control over this restart, you're going around turn 3 and 4, and if you don't mind, I'll take us green here. Peyton Barfield, he's going to do what he's done the most in this league. Anytime he leads, as soon as he gets into this restart zone, he takes off. Already, two darlings going into turn
jump
one.
there from Peyton Barfield. He's going to pull away as the 82 at Hessling going to fall on the line. He's got his teammate Tyler Grinnell right behind him. Oh, look out!
Oh, we got the way around! Oh, big jump! We got a car over! He's rolling down the backstretch!
Oh, my. Oh, it's Ryan Scholes. He's upside down and he's still flooring it. Let's see what happened here, folks. Oh, my. Who would have thought we were going to get a rollover here at IRP? That is ridiculous. Let's hop up to the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp so we can get our eyes on the track. Play it green. Ryan Scholes there in the 13. Nowhere to go. Oh! Just smoked him and rolls it over. The 9 is junk.
Kelly. Oh.
Oh,
can we get an onboard shot of that one?
Yeah, let's hop on board here. Folks, we're going to hop on board with the 13, Ryan Scholes. He's had a rough race tonight, so we're going to play it here. You see the green flag in the air. Up here, you're going to see the 9 and the 11 get tangled up. Scholes has no clue. Nowhere to go. Flips it over, and Christian, I don't know if it's too soon to say this, but that reminds me a lot of the Dan Weldon IndyCar wreck.
Yeah, he took off just about the same way. Very unfortunate incident there. Fryer Medical is on the scene. We're going to see if he's okay. I have word he's out of the car, but he was not getting out without assistance.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm not going to lie, though. I mean, we saw the on-car, or the in-car camera. Scholes had no clue there was a tangle up. He was right on the back bumper of somebody, and then a car swerves down right in front of him, and bam, there's a car parked, and Scholes just smokes him and goes for a ride. Wow.
You know, you get kind of trigger happy when we've seen so many ARCA breaks. That definitely was not one of them. Just an unfortunate incident for that driver there. And now 11th on back is a lap or more down.
Wow, I didn't expect that here. You know, we've had a lot of cautions, but folks, hang on. He has just been cleared from the Fryer Medical Center. Ryan Scholes, let's get him in here. Hang on. Ryan, Blake, and Christian in the booth. You got us? Ryan Scholes, Blake, and Christian up here in the booth. You copy? Oh my, he must not be okay, folks. Ryan Scholes has turned back around. He's headed back into the Fryer Medical Center. He's fainted. We thought he was okay. He's headed straight back into the Fryer Medical Center. We're going to send him back in. Hopefully they can treat him up and get him going.
You know, we thought we were going to get an interview, but to see somebody just pass out in front of us, I'm not okay, Blake. This is 2 weeks in a row. We had to watch somebody die. We had to watch somebody faint. Oh, man.
I tell you what, these guys, they aren't in the back because of their talent, Christian. They're back there because they're slow, they're junk, and they're junking each other. But the field is set. The pace car is in. It's going to be the 94 of Barfield on the outside. The 82 of Hessling on the inside. Heading into lap 75. Green flag in the air at IRP.
Peyton with his normal jump, and he's been getting 26 laps to go. He wants to take off. But you know we're not staying clean the rest of this race.
Oh, not a chance. These cautions have been breeding cautions, and it looks like we got a couple cars getting into each other already as the 4 of Tony Allison trying to hold on to the 7th position.
Kind of shocked to see that.
Oh, big junk.
Yellow. Oh, hard wreck. Oh, my goodness.
It's Dylan Johnson in the 08. Last week, we saw him junk Tom Fryer live on an in-car cam during the broadcast. Let's just see what happened here. Looks like he just kind of spun it out here. Let's hop up to the Hutchinson Motorsports chopper cam. So you see the 08 there on the outside. He's got the he tries to make a move. Goes down, goes back up. Comes down. Yeah, just chops the 8's nose. The push the edge 08 car, Dylan Johnson, and he gets ARCA braked. What, Christian, would a wreck be a wreck here in the ARCA East car if somebody didn't ARCA brake him?
Nope. You know what? I feel like I just need to make a start. And not try to win. You know, I'm junk when it comes to saving tires, especially in a car that makes you do it. But I'm just going to aim for everybody that's wrecking. If you're down and out, I'm going to come behind you and RKO you just to make sure they know you're junk.
You know, that seems to be the motto here at the These guys just junking each other in the back. They see a wreck. Nobody's hitting that brake pedal. They might lift off the throttle a little bit, but probably not. They're just going to keep it hammered, and they're going to smoke one another, which is another reason we're doing the Fryer Medical Center 69 next week on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. Let's pull up that flyer one more time. Christian, you got anything else to add for these great fans on this Fryer Medical Center 69 event?
You know, I don't have much more than we already said, but you know, it is going to be broadcasted right here on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. It's going to be hosted, it's like brought to you by Fryer Medical Center. Big shout out to Tom Fryer for sponsoring this event.
Well, yeah, Tom Fryer really stepped up. He wanted these racers to make sure they were racing for something substantial, and he put some serious money up to be the main sponsor of the Fryer Medical Center 69 next week right here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, Wednesday night racing, folks. We are off next week with the SuperStar ARCA East Series, so we decided to throw up that event. So join our Discord. Info is in the description, and we'll get you signed up and ready to roll. Just a $5 entry. What a deal.
In other news, Jesse Bump and Run Becker states in the chat that he almost got out there, but the HMS hauler got pulled over heading to the track for expired tags. Blake, did you not pay the bill, man?
No, you know, I went to go pay it, and they said it was going to be $247, and I said, Jesse, looks like you're going to be making the drive in a HMS hauler with no tags, so I just took the plates off, and I said, get out there and race, Jesse, and unfortunately, it didn't work out.
No, it's been tough lately with all of our money going to the payments of the blimp. We're trying to get it paid off, folks, but we're down to just interest. But when we say we're down to just interest, he told me we're almost done.
Yeah, you know, most definitely here as we are under break, but we're going to stay right here live. Give me a moment as I get some of these things lined out. These cautions are just too short for us to take a full break. We're going to show you some of our beautiful Hutchinson Motorsports TV graphics as you look at your screen. What an incredible graphic. Unbelievable. Bump and Run Jesse Becker made that himself. Well done, Jesse. Chat, please give Jesse a W in the chat for this beautiful graphic. Christian, feel free to type the W so somebody does. So we're lined back up here. Field is set. Let's hop back out front. Peyton Barfield, he's going to be front row outside. On his inside, going to be the 82. Tyler Hessling once again heading into lap 81. IRP, green flag in the air.
Sorry, I was having some audio difficulties there, but we're back live here.
Yeah, it looks like we're rolling side by side through most of the field in the back as we're cruising. How about the 45, Bryce Barfield? He's dropped all the way back to 8th. We thought he was holding the field up earlier, and that definitely appears to be the case.
He's only second from the back. He's actually...
Oh, look out! The 9 just gets hooked into the wall! Oh, Shane Williams just got hooked by the 29, and they're still junking it. Oh, my. The 2 just flat out junked it after the caution came out. Let's rewind this, see what the hell happened back there. So hopping up to that Motorsports chopper. Hang on here, folks. Let's change it up. Going to the number 2, Caleb Yates. Let's hop on board, see what he sees out of his front windshield. Smokes the wall. Oh, he saw the 37 spinning, so he just loops it around. So just a couple of different incidents there. The 37 self spins after the 9 gets into the 29 down the straightaway. Let's look at this one. All right, let's hop over to the Hutchinson Motorsports chopper cam. We got the 29 on the outside. That 29 kind of comes down there, Christian. What'd you see?
Let me see it one more time here from the chopper cam. Oh, we're going to switch to the drone. 29 gets into the wall a little bit. Yeah, he does come down a tad. Said Shane for a ride. I've seen Shane go for a ride a few times tonight, I feel like.
He almost got ARCA brake by that 29, the Menards car. Almost smoked him. But hey, how about that, Christian? That's probably the first time there wasn't an ARCA brake after a wreck here.
You know what? We got to run it back. We can't be missing those guys. You can't let us down like that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You know, these guys, you're out here to junk each other.
Our
and it's just
audience,
not working out.
every one of these people in the audience came to see ARCA breaks. You know, every single one of them.
Yeah, Tom Fryer, I know he's out here. He loves watching that ARCA break. Tom, how's your boy Nathan doing? He's running the Superstar ARCA Cup Series tonight. Is he running last up there or what? Let us know in the chat. Nathan Fryer, he was here last week, but he decided to promote somehow, even though he junked himself last week and the week before he was slow as hell and ran in the back. And somehow he gets a promotion to the Cup Series. Not sure how that works. But hopefully he's doing well up there as Peyton Barfield continues to dominate this race out front. Reading through the chat messages, all kinds of chat messages. How about that, folks? Once again, be sure to click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the page. If you're not subscribed to Hutchinson Motorsports TV, we need your help. Click that button. It is free. That's all you got to do, folks. Looks like we're going to line it up here. Once again, it's going to be the 82 of Hessling on the inside, the 94 of Barfield on the outside. That's Peyton Barfield, by the way, who has led just about every lap since around lap 25 or so.
Tom Fryer in the chat says he's not sure. He's too busy watching Hutchinson Motorsports TV.
That's what I'm talking about. Tom Fryer's boy is running, and he just simply doesn't care. He is glued to the television here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. He doesn't even want to watch his boy. He wants to watch the Superstar ARCA E-Series here at IRP as the field is set. Barfield on the outside. Hessling on the inside, into the restart zone, green flag in the air as Barfield takes back the race lead.
Hey, launch. He sends a shot at Nos through the intake. We got junk almost in the back. They keep it rolling somehow.
Boy, that 41 a roll is having a tough night here tonight. Kind of embarrassing himself, honestly.
That's Cameron Rell. We saw him junk it earlier tonight. Still trying to salvage something from it, but as you see, not really working out for him.
Yeah, most definitely. As we look back up front here, I'm going to try to adjust some settings here, getting a little bit of lag. See if that fixes it. Tough to see, though, doing this. I'm trying performance mode out, but looks like Peyton Barfield out front here. Just 12 laps left to go as the 82 of Hessling tries to run him down for the race lead.
Hessling doing a real good job of not letting Peyton get away this time. He's trying anything he can to stay with him. We got Shane Williams very off pace.
Yeah, Christian, I'll tell you what, I just saw Tyler Hessling just put down the fastest lap of the session here on lap 89. The 82 is the fastest car on the track. Does he have anything for the 94 of Barfield?
Gonna see. He's got here, looks like in the next turn or two, he's gonna be making his move.
Yeah, you really got to pick and choose when you make that move here, because you drop to the bottom, you instantly lose your momentum, so you need to get a run and make it at the right time as we're coming to 10 laps left to go this time around.
You know, Blake, I don't think you're having issues. I think iRacing might be personally. Just a side note there for the viewers that watching at home.
Good to know. Is the stream looking all right?
Stream's looking fine in my perspective, but I am having, like, my cameras are doing wonky things. I'm getting some random lag that I never get.
I definitely think it's due to the 34 cars signed in here tonight. That definitely doesn't help, but this battle for the race lead continues. Down the straightaway, coming to 8 to go this next time around. Can Barfield hold him off? He's dominated this race, but Hessling has figured something out, and he is the fastest car on the track right now. Christian, take us around the track as we hop on board with our second place car, Tyler Hessling.
He's trying to stay with him. He's waiting for that small mistake from Peyton that's going to allow him to take advantage of it. He doesn't get it there. He's only got 7 more times down the backstretch to go. So Peyton Barfield driving for his life right now, trying to stay mistake-free. Tyler Hessling right on his tail.
Yeah, we're going to stay glued to this battle for the race lead as there's only, 10 or 11 cars on the lead lap. We're going to stay right here as Barfield tries to finish the job. He's dominated most of this race. Can he finish it here with just 6.5 laps left to go?
You know, Peyton and Tyler are battling it out. You got the 81 and the 20 kind of catching them, in my opinion. I mean, maybe not times. Not if they start racing each other, though.
Yeah, they start going side by side. That's really going to hurt their chances. But let's see if the 20 can make the passes. The battle for the third position here between the 20 of Tills and the 81 of Renault.
You know, that Tills, I do believe. He is one of the fastest cars in the field. If he gets around, we're not there. Might be one to watch with only 5 to go.
Yeah, you know, to me, I think the fastest car on the track is the 82 of Hessling, but it's just so hard to pass here. You can't just barely be faster than somebody to pass him. You got to be way faster. Around the 94 of Peyton Barfield.
You know, with 4 to go, if he gets up on his bumper there in the last lap, do you think he'll use it, Blake?
I sure hope he does. You know, I think Peyton would definitely use it because, I mean, we've seen him kind of be a bull in a china closet when he's running in the second spot. So I hope the 82 returns the favor. I don't want him to junk him, but I wouldn't mind seeing him move him out of the way. But it appears that Barfield's starting to pull away from the 82 at Hessling.
Not what Hessling wanted to see at all. I mean, it's not over yet, but, I mean, you might as well start changing the plaque on the trophy to put Peyton Barfield's name on it.
Yeah, and one thing to remember, the 81 of Grenoble and the 82 of Hessling, they are teammates with Ryan Nardone. So these two probably aren't going to race each other very hard here. The 81 probably hoping his teammate Hessling can get the job done, but he's got the 20 of Tills right on his back bumper, trying to make a pass for third.
Barfield coming down the back stretch with 2 to go, 3 and 4. Blake, take us away to this white flag.
Yeah, coming out of turn 4, white flag in the air last time around Indianapolis Raceway Park. Peyton Barfield holding on to a third of a second lead. The 82 of Hessling trying to reel him in onto the backstretch. One more time around. Can Barfield get the job done? Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Looking good, coming out of 4 in front of a sold-out crowd. Checkered flag in the air. Peyton Barfield wins it at Indianapolis Raceway Park.
What a great showing for Peyton Barfield. I picked Bryce Barfield to win. Obviously, I picked the Run brother. We have witnessed a changing of the cards here tonight.
Most definitely. You know, Peyton Barfield, something's just gotten into him the last couple months. We've seen him in a couple different leagues just come in and dominate. This kid's got some real talent, and he has figured it out, and he's able to harness it as he takes home the checkered flag to win the SuperStar ARCA East 1 to go Promotions 100 right here at IRP. Watching him burn it down here, Christian. Let's take a moment, get him in here, do a quick little interview with Peyton Peyton Barfield is your race winner.
All right, I got him ready. You ready to go, Blake?
Yep, let me get him in here. Hang on one moment. Hang on. Give me a second. I'm gonna do something here. We're gonna switch over to our beautiful Hutchinson Motorsports TV side-by-side cam just so you can witness how great it is. Let me take off the Be Right Back if I can find it. Get that off of there. With the Fire Medical Center 69. How about that info? Take a look at that Fire Medical Center 69 fly. Be sure to check that out, folks. Join our Discord. It's going to be in the description, or you can message Hutch25 on Discord, and I'll shoot you an invite. But let's go ahead and get him in here. Tonight's race winner, Peyton Barfield. Peyton, Blake, and Christian up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Boy, what a run. You absolutely dominated about the last 80 laps or so of that race.
Well, yeah, like half of it was under caution, so yeah, it was stressful at the end because I'm pretty sure the guy behind me was quicker, so I was just having to run his lane and hope the dirty air did something to him. And towards the end, he started getting tight and falling back a little bit. So yeah, I'm glad I won, but it was really stressful for the final 10 laps.
Yeah, you definitely did a great job at defending that top line. We know IRP is very top dominant, and you were able to hold them off. But how did it feel to get the job done whenever last week you ended up missing the race because week 1 you junked your brother Bryce?
Well, you know, I forgot to get my passport, so couldn't make it last week. But yeah, week 1 was interesting. But yeah, good to have a good clean week for this race.
Yeah, Christian, go ahead.
So Peyton, you know, dominating performance from you here tonight. How frustrating was this wreck after caution after caution for you tonight?
I don't know if it was necessarily frustrating. It was taking away the laps, so I was able to keep the lead for longer. And then I was also delivering if I should pit for tires or not. And because they kept on wrecking in the back, nobody was going to pit, so it made it easier where I could just stay out the entire time and didn't have to pit to get a tire advantage or anything. So, yeah, it actually worked out for me, I think. It was less laps under green, so my tires were still there at the end because I don't think I was going to be able to save them very well. So, yeah, it was a good race.
You were lightning fast for sure. Had some times where you had broke away if it had stayed green. Might have worked in your favor even more, but it doesn't matter because you took it home. Got any shout outs for us tonight?
Yeah, I want to shout out the Lazy Llama for being on the car tonight. I've always struggled getting them to victory lane on broadcasted races for some reason. So they're always on the car. And then I also want to shout out SDSRX, one of my other sponsors. And then my dad, my brother, or my two brothers, Dylan and Bryce. And then my mom.
All right. Well, hey, great job out there, Peyton. How you feeling about your chances next week? I'm not even. Oh, well, actually, next week we're off, but the week after we're gonna be turning right a little bit, heading over to Mid Ohio, I believe.
I gotta buy the track, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very good, but hopefully, at least you got plenty of time to practice. You got a couple weeks, but I don't think you're signed up for the Fire Medical Center 69. But I don't know, your luck's pretty good. I think you should sign up for that thing and take home the $50 prize.
I'm scared to sign up.
Oh.
Well, that's too bad. But Peyton, congratulations. We're gonna send you back down there. Maybe you can celebrate with your brother. Give him some pointers. Teach him how to be fast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, congratulations, Peyton. So that was Peyton Barfield. Tonight's winner here at the One to Go Promotions 100 here at Indianapolis Raceway Park on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, folks. Be sure click that like button on the video. Subscribe to the page. Check out our description. We got plenty of good info in there that you want to see. And folks, we're going to have a little outro tonight. We got a little song that we actually wrote and composed ourselves, me and Christian. We hit the sound booth earlier in the week, and we got this done. So, signing out here, Blake Hutchinson in the booth. Christian, you got anything to add?
I don't, other than we had a great race here tonight. Chaos throughout the entire field. I almost don't want to call it a great race, but it was. We saw what to do. We saw what not to do. We saw what you should never do. But anyway, I think it was, at the end, decent. This is what I'm going to say, Blake.
At least we got a good finish, but folks, check out the Friar Medical Center 69. This is one of the official songs, folks. We have wrote an official song for the event. Be sure join our Discord. Sign up for the event while you can. Signing off. Till next week. Blake Hutchinson, Christian Taylor, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service.
Fire Medical's got your back for the ride. Together we conquer with unstoppable pride. Fire Medical Center 69, where the passion meets the finish line. Hutchinson Motorsports leads the way. Irwindale Speedway keeps the thrills in play. Checkered triple flags where the blazing sun. Figure eight tracks where legends are spun. Fast wheels turn, but we've got the care. Fire Medical's with you anywhere. Fire Medical Center 69, where the passion meets the finish line. Hutchinson Motorsports leads the way. Irwindale Speedway keeps the thrills in play. Checkered flags wave the blazing sun. Figure eight tracks where legends are spun. Fast wheels turn, but we got the care. Fire Medical's with you anywhere. Fire Medical Center 69, where the passion meets the finish line. Hutchinson Motorsports leads the way. Irwindale Speedway keeps the thrills in play. From the track to the ward, we're by your side. Healing hands and horsepower collide. We fixed the broken, we mend the scar. On the road of life, we're your shining star. Fire Medical Center 69, where the passion meets the finish line. Hutchinson Motorsports leads the way. Irwindale Speedway keeps the thrills in play.